The first time many people see this painting, something feels strangely familiar. An elderly man in a vivid red suit leans toward us, a half smile on his lips, his eyes slightly turned aside. The face is ordinary, almost theatrical, and yet for a large number of viewers, it immediately triggers the same thought. It looks uncomfortably close to the face of Adolf Hitler. The painting is called Mephisto. It was created in 1895 by the German artist Eduard von Grützner, and the coincidence does not stop at the visual impression. Grützner was one of Hitler's favorite painters. Hitler collected his works throughout his life, spoke of him with genuine admiration, and several of Grützner's paintings, including subjects related to Mephisto, later entered the collections of the Third Reich and the planned Führer Museum in Linz. So here we have a portrait of the most famous literary demon in European culture, painted by an artist whom Hitler openly preferred and whose face, more than a century later, still makes many people pause. Let us look more carefully at what Grützner actually painted. Mephisto is the shortened name of Mephistopheles, the demon from the Faust legend. For centuries, artists had shown him as a monster, with horns, wings, or a grotesque body. Grützner does the opposite. He presents an elderly man dressed entirely in red, leaning slightly forward as if he has just finished speaking and is waiting for our reply. There are no horns, no flames, no supernatural attributes, only a human figure, elegant and slightly mocking. This choice is not accidental. In the Faust story, Mephistopheles is not a creature who forces anyone. He is a seducer. Faust is a brilliant scholar who has mastered astronomy, medicine, theology, and philosophy, yet still feels empty. He wants more knowledge, more power, more experience. When ordinary life cannot give it to him, he summons a spirit. The one who appears is Mephistopheles, calm, intelligent, and ready with a proposal. For 24 years, Faust will receive everything he desires. In return, at the end of that period, his soul will belong to the other side. Faust accepts. This Faustian bargain became one of the most powerful ideas in Western culture. Christopher Marlowe turned it into a tragedy of desire and guilt. Goethe raised it to a symbol of the modern man who risks everything in search of meaning. Mephistopheles is not Lucifer. He is the intermediary, the one who understands human desire better than the person who feels it. He does not threaten, he persuades. And that is exactly the figure Grützner shows us. Look at the details. The red costume is theatrical, almost like a stage costume from a performance of Faust. The tall feather on the hat was not everyday fashion in the 1890s. It belonged to the world of the theater. In the literary tradition, Mephistopheles often changes his appearance so as not to frighten Faust. He appears elegant, even charming, precisely because his power does not come from fear. In the painting, the figure leans toward the viewer. One hand rests near the sword hilt, the other is gloved. The body is slightly turned and the gaze follows the same direction, creating the feeling that something or someone exists just outside the frame. The only strong color is the red of the clothing against a dark, restrained background. Everything else is quiet. The power of the image lies in that quietness. And this is where the historical layer becomes difficult to ignore. Eduard von Grützner was not a minor painter. He was a successful professor at the Munich Academy, known for his genre scenes of monks and for his repeated depictions of Shakespeare's Falstaff. Hitler admired him deeply. Albert Speer later recorded Hitler saying that Grützner was greatly underrated and would one day be valued as highly as Rembrandt. Hitler owned dozens of his works. Some of them were intended for the large museum he planned to build in Linz. So when we look at this particular Mephisto today, we are looking at a portrait of literary temptation painted by an artist who stood high in the personal taste of the man who would later reshape Europe through persuasion, spectacle, and the promise of more. The face does not need to be an exact portrait of Hitler for the association to form. What unsettles many viewers is something more subtle: the complete absence of the traditional signs of evil. No horns, no fire, just a confident man with a quiet smile who seems to understand exactly what you want. That is the real force of the painting. It suggests that the most dangerous form of temptation does not arrive looking monstrous. It arrives looking human, reasonable, and almost familiar. What do you see when you look at this face? I would genuinely like to know. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching until the end. I will see you in the next video.